Battle over whether to raise the minimum wage in San Diego is heating up.
This morning, 2 San Diego organizations released a study saying a proposed increase would hurt small businesses and wouldn't do much for the poor.
San Diego 6's John Carroll joins us live in the newsroom with why others say that study is wrong. John.
Jim and Netta, this morning the San Diego County Taxpayers Association teamed up with the city's Chamber of Commerce to say how raising the minimum wage would hurt small business. Later today, City Council President Todd Gloria talked to a group of San Diegans to explain why he says raising the minimum wage is just the right thing to do. The head of San Diego's Chamber of Commerce started Thursday morning's news conference outside the downtown Ace Hardware store with a clear message. Jerry Sanders says were the minimum wage raised to more than $13 an hour, it would
not only put San Diego at a competitive and economic disadvantage, it hurts the very workers that proponents are purporting to help.
As people who support an increase in the minimum wage, what they call a living wage, looked on, the co-owner of the downtown Ace Hardware store said the proposed increase would be very difficult to absorb.
The proposed increase to $13.09 over a 3-year period is too much, too fast for small businesses to be able to survive it.
Plus, Schwartz said if the minimum wage were to be raised that much, then other employees who make that much or more now would want a commensurate raise.
Maybe 40% of San Diegans do not earn enough to make ends meet.
City Council President Todd Gloria has proposed raising the minimum wage in the city to $13.09 an hour over the next 3 years. I asked him about the harm some small business owners say that would cause.
I recognize that for some small business people, they are afraid of this situation. I think change is always scary to people. But what I'd ask folks to do is to set aside the emotions, look at the facts, and then give me suggestions on how to improve this proposal.
Gloria also points out that several other cities in California, including San Francisco and San Jose, have raised their minimum wages, and he says their economies have grown. But what about those small business owners who say they'd either have to raise prices and lose customers or lay people off?
I think that it's a real fear and a real concern that they have.
Kay Chandler owns a small business, an asset management company. Being a small business owner, I wanted to know why she supports raising the minimum wage.
I think in the long run, companies like Ace Hardware that serve communities will have more business from people who can afford to do more because they have more income.
Now, Todd Gloria says he is open to any suggestions on how to modify his proposal. It will be taken up by a city council committee next week and then move on to the full council. They'll be able to make changes, and they'll have to decide by July whether they simply want to pass a proposal or put something before the voters on the November ballot. Live tonight in the newsroom, John Carroll, San Diego 6 News.